all the pieces are coming together on this. The government of the United States and the United Nations is saying worldwide that we're under a level 6 pandemic. Now, we told you we were under this back in April, and it turned out that our secret documents were correct, and that was later announced, validated, vindicated again. My whole point is we're not telling you anything here that isn't documented. Now, here's the biggest issue. Here's the big issue, the $64 million question. I want everybody to take notes and listen to me, because there's so much evidence, I have a tendency to just go all over the map. But listen to me carefully. Back in January, February, and March, leading into April, there was so much flu preparation and mass grave preparation in Kansas and Arizona and Indiana and Texas and Colorado and Oklahoma and Florida and New York State. I was getting calls from FBI agents that have given us information in the past, from federal marshals, from city managers, from county emergency managers. It was leaking out in mainstream news. Other news publications were getting leaks. Other alternative news organizations were getting leaks. And I went on air and I said, folks, I believe they're going to launch something in the fall. Whether it's a real flu pandemic or not, doesn't matter. They're going to use it as the cover to pass the second banker bailout, to pass the carbon tax, to pass the Clean Water Restoration Act that federalizes the water, all these issues. I went on air on the March 5th show for 4 hours, that weekday show. It's up on the web. You just Google Alex Jones predicts flu outbreak in March, and it'll come up. Video of me in the radio studio breaking it down. And I did it on show after show. And I don't do these kind of things very often. You know, I did this 2 months before 9/11. I said the government's going to blow up the World Trade Center and blame it on their asset Osama bin Laden. I said, call the White House, tell them don't do it. How was I able to do that? Because I saw the preparation right out in the open. But that's another story. The issue is, I went on air and I said, never said it before this, only said it then. I said, I think they're going to play the flu card, whether it's a real pandemic and kills millions of people or whether they just hype it up. And then I was blindsided a month and a half later when exactly what I said started up. Now, I already saw a lot of preparation before and got a lot of leads and a lot of sources saying, we don't know exactly what's going on, but we're being told, get ready for millions of dead Americans, and then it's going to happen. And then I had emergency managers on, and I had reporters on telling you the same thing. And those are all linked in Kurt and Mo's story, flu pandemic, mass graves, and martial law. Now, I'm not the one saying millions are going to die. It is the government. The issue is, before all this happened, they didn't do this in 99 or 2000 or 2003 or 2005 or 2007. They did this fear-mongering in 1999. And before they did the fear-mongering, they were running around getting all the mass graves ready. And the Daily Newscaster with D.H. Williams, the reporter, reported it, had the local emergency manager from the Indiana County bordering Chicago on, saying get ready for millions dead, harden your police stations for U.S. citizens to attack. Since then, it's mainstream news. The Army's training to take on veterans. Youth brigades are. All that's been validated. Mainstream news out of Missouri with the National Guard practicing to take on militias. They're hardening police stations for, quote, the U.S. citizens to attack. What are they getting ready for? They're acting like it's 28 weeks later or something. So we get this when it's secret, then later it all comes out and is confirmed. Suddenly in Tennessee and California and other states, governors say, don't have Army out running checkpoints. Don't have Marines out running checkpoints. I have state reps on saying, yes, the Army's here searching all our cars. We told them no, they won't stop. Then we have photos and video from the local news. Why are they trying to acclimate? What is going on? So all of this is gearing up, and then magically they start hyping a couple deaths in Mexico, a couple deaths in the U.S., always the people that were already compromised immune systems, already on respirators, already on death's doorstep. Then they secretly go to level 6. But here's the issue. I told you they were building mass graves all over the country. We gave you video, sources, eyewitnesses. People laughed at us, didn't believe it. Well, you can't do this now. Then we gave you this. I got this from the Division of Cemeteries. I don't want to go into too much more detail. I was sent this from the state of New York. This is a secret document saying, this was just one little cemetery. Get ready for hundreds of thousands of dead. Look, it's got phone numbers. You can call the phone numbers. Colleen Kelly, 518-474-1860. You can call the Richard D. Fishman, director. We called. They said, you're not supposed to have this, and who is this? And I told them who I was. I confirmed the document was real. Well, here now is the Associated Press today. There's also one out of AFP. Zoom in on this for the PrisonPlanet.tv viewers, please. If not, you don't have to go to InfoWars to read this. It's on Drudge Report today. City plans to use catacombs for swine flu victims. This is going on all over the world. They're getting ready for this. Why? Regular flu kills 37,000 people. Upwards of 500,000 die every year of the regular flu. What's going to happen in the fall when tens of thousands are dying of the regular flu? If they almost shut America down for a couple deaths, what is going to happen? I'm asking you, what do they know we don't know? Why were they gearing up for this in January and February and March? And then magically in April, they come out and fearmonger like it's the end of the world. I get secret state of Texas documents basically telling them it's the end of the world, telling you we're already at level 6. It comes out later, that's confirmed. What is going on here? They're clearly knew this was coming. And then I have all these top epidemiologists and virologists on the show months before it's mainstream news telling you this is manufactured, 2 parts human, of the 4 parts, 2 parts human, 1 part bird, 1 part swine. Nothing to do with swine flu. That's a cover story. Now you can Google swine flu made in laboratory. Do it right now for him, Hooge. It'll be CBC, AP, Reuters, BBC. It's a fact. It's manufactured, just like we told you, because it had no pedigree. Regular, normally mutating flus have a pedigree. But see, this one isn't even dangerous. This is a ultra-mild flu. Well, then why are they gearing up for mass graves? Why are they getting ready? City plans to use catacombs for swine flu victims. A city council said Saturday it was considering using underground burial chambers, currently a tourist attraction, to store corpses of swine flu victims. The pandemic worsens. Exeter City Council said the empty 19th century catacombs could become an emergency morgue. A council spokesman. See, that's not just in England, though. I then have out of Colorado, where they say they're getting ready for mass graves and incinerators. Stay with us. The good old folks at New Silver Solution. And the website is supernaturalsilver.com. Supernaturalsilver.com. This is something that kills bacteria, viruses, you name it, well documented. They've got it down to a super small nano-sized particle. Supernaturalsilver.com. Check them out at Infowars.com. So let us hope here that the World Health Organization, run by a bunch of eugenicists at the UN, is just using this man-made flu to fearmonger and hype for drug companies to sell tens of billions of dollars of useless vaccine and to expand their power and control. As bad as that is, it's a lot better than the headline today out of Reuters. Scientists at CDC say that swine flu may be mutating, and normally flus mutate to something least lethal, less effective, because it's very rare for something to really be deadly. So normally a mutation, it's like rolling the dice, is going to make a flu that's deadly harmless or less harmful. But magically they're saying, oh, looks like it may get more deadly. Better take your shot. And then you look at the history of all of this. Look, I want to go to your phone calls here. It's just that government started making its move in government started hyping this in a big way